Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ziana, for y'all that don't know. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like my video, comment down below. If you all welcome back. I missed y'all. I've been going through some things, you know. But it's okay. I'm back and I'm better.
Cardiana. I was home with my kid, Mamiana. Real bitch, I don't be with all that drama. Nah. Minding my business, I'm a bother. Yeah.
Alright, so today y'all, I'm trying to be quiet because she is asleep and I'm not trying to wake her up. Okay, so I'm gonna just start from my last doctor's appointment. So I went to my last doctor's appointment and they told me that we're gonna schedule my induction because she obviously wasn't coming by herself. So I was due November 25th, scheduled the induction on the 25th at 9 o'clock at night. Before I went to my last doctor's appointment, I was doing everything because I did not want to go over my due date. I drank castor oil with orange juice. That didn't work. I walked my whole neighborhood almost every day. It didn't work. So this ball right here, I bounced on this ball all the time. It didn't work. So at this point, she just wasn't coming. And so she felt like she wanted to come. So I went to the hospital. When I first got to the hospital, they told me to take a shower, you know, get comfortable because I'm being induced. So I had to be, you know, relaxed, stuff like that. They ask you like all these questions and all this other shit. And then put me on this little tiny pill. I forgot the name of it, but they put it inside your cheek and it dissolves. It's like real chalky. It don't have no taste though. It's not nasty. And they put it inside your cheek and it dissolves and it's supposed to like soften your cervix. You're supposed to get 3 doses of those. Okay? So I got my first dose at like 10:30. Had me like hooked up to monitors, watching her heartbeat and doing my contractions. Mind you, I was 2 centimeters when I went into the hospital. When I went to my last doctor's appointment, I was already 2 centimeters when they checked my cervix. So I was already, you know, dilating and stuff. But I didn't even feel me even go to 2 centimeters. I didn't even know I was even 2 centimeters, but I was. After that, I got something to eat. That hospital food, it was okay. It wasn't like bomb, but it was okay. You know what I'm saying? You get that pill every 4 hours. So like around like 1:30, 2 o'clock, I had got my second dose of the pill. After my second dose, they had just decided to just start me on Pitocin. So I had got Pitocin. Pitocin go in your IV. Hooked up to like some fluid. They make sure they give you like saline to make sure you like hydrated and stuff. Well, first of all, they gave me my IV at first before I even started the pill because, you know, you need fluids in your body. So then once I got Pitocin, my contractions started moving faster, but I still wasn't feeling them. So, okay, so then they had checked my cervix again around like 7 in the morning, and I was only 3 centimeters. So I had dilated 1 centimeter. So then they checked me around like 10, 11. I was 5 centimeters. Y'all, once I hit 5 centimeters, all I felt was a back labor. Like I had hella back labor. Like I didn't feel nothing in the front really. Like I felt like all my contractions in my back. The pain, it's not that bad like people make it seem, but it hurt, okay? So then, okay, so once I hit 5 centimeters, I had got my epidural because I told myself that I didn't want to get the epidural too early. So I got epidural when I had like 5 centimeters. I asked for him and he came in there and he told me that it's gonna be 1 person in the room. So my mama had to leave, my grandma had stayed in there with me. And like she had to like hold on to me and stuff like that. And, like y'all, I was trying to be so still. I was trying to be so still because I did not want nothing to happen, okay? And like I was just like bawling my eyes. I was having a contraction at the same time. I was just sitting there like this. I was crying. I was so scared. I was so scared. So I was just sitting there. And then he was like, I'm done. And I was like, done? He was walking me through the steps. So like, he was like, I'm cleaning you. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But the needle ain't feel like nothing. Like, it just feel like hurt. Like, people just be over-exaggerating. Like, damn. Supposed to be ODing for real, okay? So the epidural, that shit didn't hurt. So then like 5-10 minutes later, they had like put like this wet cloth on my leg, and they was like, "Do you feel it?" And I was like, "No." And then they was like, "Okay, I'll put it right here." So I was numb. So then the midwife that came in there and she broke my water. She just like, boop. And I just kept feeling like I was peeing on myself, but it was nothing but the water. After my epidural like really kicked in, my contractions started slowing down. It was just taking like a long ass time to like progress or whatever. So then they checked me around like 12 of 1, and I was 6 centimeters. They upped my Pitocin, so they gave me more dosage of Pitocin because my contractions, they was like going, but they wasn't like going how they was before I got the epidural. After I got more of the Pitocin, I couldn't feel shit, so I don't know if I was contracting or not, but I could see on the screen my contractions, they was like, they was mild, like they wasn't like how they was, so that means I wasn't really dilating like that. So then midwife came in there and checked me again. Bitch, I was 8 centimeters. 8. So she was like, I'm gonna come back in here, and then by that time hopefully you 9 and we can start doing practice pushes or whatever. And I was like, practice pushes? We ready right now? Like right now. By this time it was like 5, 6. Think right now, like I cannot think. By 8 o'clock that night, she was like, let's do practice pushes. So I was like, practice pushes? She was like, yeah, it's almost time for you to start pushing. So, you know, they opened up my legs, turned on the big bright lights, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, and she was like, push. So they was counting 1 through 10, you know what I'm saying? I was pushing or whatever. She was like, good job, blah, blah. So I was pushing. So then she was like, okay, I'll be right back. So then she came back with like some more people or whatever. And they was telling me to push. I was pushing from 8 o'clock to 11, okay? She was moving, but she wasn't moving like a lot. She was moving like by ½ an inch, like every time I would push. So I'm like, I was asking them, I'm like, am I pushing right? Like, what's going on? Like, why is she not moving? Like, you're pushing right. Da, da, da. So then the lady, my good nurse that I had at the beginning, she had came back on shift or whatever. And she was like, I'm gonna go get you a mirror. So they brought me like this big ass mirror and like put it in front of my bed. And like, I can see her head. I'm just like, why is she not moving? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why? I'm pushing like as hard as I can and she's not coming down. Well, she came down, but she's not like progressing. Like, it wasn't progressing at all. It was just, her head was just there. So I'm just like, okay. So they kept like putting their fingers, you know, trying to get her to come out or whatever. Yeah, look at her. Can you even see her? Okay, anyways, hours and hours. They had kept coming in and out. They kept putting like this peanut ball between my legs, trying to like make her come down more. So they'll like flip me over one side, put the peanut ball between my legs, then 30 minutes later they'll flip me the other side, and then shit like that. And Dad came in there and they was like, okay, let's try again. So we tried to push. Still nothing. So I'm just like, what is going on? I'm just sitting there waiting. I'm looking at my grandma, my mama, and my auntie was in there with me. So I'm just like, why is she not coming down? Like, I kept falling asleep and everything because I was just so tired of pushing. Like, y'all, I was pushing for a long time, okay? So I'm just like, I'm worn out by this point. Like, I don't even want to push no more. Like, I'm just like, bro, F this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just forget it, you know? So then the midwife, it came back in there and was like, ma'am, you're not progressing, stuff like that. And I'm just like, why? Like, am I not pushing right? She was like, you're pushing right. I don't understand why. I'm just like, y'all do this every day. What you mean you don't know? Like, y'all do deliver babies 24 hours out of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean you don't know? Like, this is not, I knew it wasn't normal for me to be pushing for that long. Like, her not moving, you know what I'm saying? She was in there and she was like, if she doesn't come within the next hour, she said something like this. She was like, she don't come in the next hour or so, we got to start thinking about another way to get her out or whatever. Basically, that's what she was saying. And I was just like, what you mean another way? And she was like, you can try the vacuum or a C-section. It's like a vacuum. Like, what you mean a vacuum? She was like, well, it's this little thing that we put on her head and like to vacuum her out. And the vacuum could have caused her like have like brain damage and like bleeding on her head. She could have had a cone head for a couple of days, stuff like that. I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I had started thinking about a C-section. I'm just like, bro, I really did not want no C-section, like for real. So then my nurse was like, you want to try to push one more time? So I had pushed one more time, and she still didn't come. So I was just looking at my grandma. I'm just like, bro, I really don't want to have no C-section, y'all. I was bawling my eyes. Like, I was crying because I was just like, I really did not want no C-section, y'all. I had lashes on. I snatched my lashes off. That's how upset I was. That's how upset I was, okay? I was mad. I was sad. I was emotional. I was tired. I was drugged up, okay? I was done. Like, I was just ready to get it over with, you know what I'm saying? So I had told the nurse when she came back in there, I was like, I just want to have a C-section. That was my only choice because when I was pushing, she wasn't coming, and I was not finna put no vacuum on my baby head, so that was that. You sure you don't want to do the vacuum? I was like, no, I don't want a vacuum. She was like trying to convince me to do the vacuum. She was like, the vacuum usually works, da 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 da. But something in my intuition was just telling me, do not do that vacuum. You know what I'm saying? So I trusted my gut, and I was just like, no, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So after that, it was like a whole bunch of nurses that started like coming in there. You know what I'm saying? They hear surgery, they ready. You know what I'm saying? But when I was trying to push, nobody was in there. The anesthesiologist that came, he gave me a stronger epidural, but it's not called epidural, but it's strong like for a C-section or whatever to like numb my whole bottom, like from like the top of my chest all the way down. He gave me that, and then they was like flipping me from bed to bed. They had like rolled me over, put me on this like plastic thing, slid me on the other bed, took me in the OR room or whatever. So I told my grandma that I wanted her to come in there with me or whatever. And she had to like put on like scrubs and stuff like that. And so then I had I was in there, I was just looking, I was just like, cause at first my grandma couldn't come in there, so I kept asking. I'm laying looking up at the ceiling. I'm like, where my grandma? Where my grandma? Where my grandma? Cause I was like, why am I in here by myself? Like, what's going on? So she's coming. She can't come in here right now. She's getting sterilized. She's putting on sterile stuff. You know what I'm saying? So she could come in there, whatever. So they was like, I don't know what they was doing, but I know they gave me an ultrasound. And then the ultrasound, she was like, I couldn't really tell who it was, but one of the ladies was like, oh, your baby's head is stuck in your pubic bone. And I was like, huh? My pubic bone? And she was like, yeah, that's why you was pushing. She wasn't coming. And I was like, what in the hell? All this time, I was pushing and she wasn't gonna come out regardless. So, at this point, I'm just fed up, okay? I'm drugged up. I'm fed up. I'm just done. So, I'm just laying there. I'm just waiting for my grandma to come in there. So, then I look over and my grandma came in there. They was putting up curtains, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing a whole bunch of shit. Started on the C-section, and I was so out of it, y'all. I was so tired. Like, all I could hear was like them snipping and cutting and doing whatever they was doing with them damn tools. Y'all, I was so scared. And all you feel is like pressure, and you can feel like them cutting you, but it don't hurt. Like, it's like you can feel it, but it's no pain. So it's like you there, but you not there really. So I was just laying there. When you go in a C-section, you're gonna be laying on your back, and then it's gonna be like your anesthesiologist is right here, and the person, your partner, is gonna be like right here. So I was asking the anesthesiologist, I was like, why do I feel that? Why can I feel that? Why can I feel that? He was like, you feel that? I was like, yeah. He was like, what does it feel like? I was like, pressure, and it hurt, you know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, that's normal. I said, the pressure is hurting me. Give me some of my medicine. So he gave me some of my medicine, and by this time, they was halfway through the C-section. So I guess they was like trying to get her out, and they was like, they had somebody at the bottom pushing her head back up into my vagina, and had somebody else pulling her legs, like pulling her body up, because her head was stuck. So they had to like push her back up in order for her to come back up. So I'm like, oh my God, like this is too much pulling and tugging on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm already like open. I can just feel like them just I don't know, it's like a feeling that I can't really explain. It's like they was like pulling and tugging. It's like it don't hurt, but it just like it's uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? So after that I told him, I said, bro, give me some more medicine. So he was like, I'm trying to let you wait. If I give you my medicine, you're not gonna be able to see your baby. I'm just like, bro, give me some more medicine. I'll see her after, like, just give me some more medicine. I had looked over and she was out. She was over there on the table. I'm gonna put a picture right here. She was over there on the table. She was not crying. So I was like, what? Like, why is she not crying? Like, I was asking my grandma. I was like, why is she not crying? Like, what's wrong with her? And it was like, she's startled. She's scared, stuff like that. And I was like, it was like, she doesn't know what's going on. And so they was like rubbing her feet, you know, like pat on her back. They had put like this thing over her mouth so she can like breathe and stuff like that. And they had put like this long tube down her throat to like get the fluid out her throat or whatever. Finally heard her cry. And after I heard her cry, y'all, I was like, she okay? And she started crying. Y'all, I went to sleep. I would not go to sleep until I heard her cry. And then once I heard her cry, I was gone. I didn't get to hold her because I went to sleep. I was so done. Like, I didn't get to hold her until I went into the recovery room. So it's like, she was born at 2:38, November 27th. And that was one of the most scariest times of my life. I was so scared. I was so nervous. I didn't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go in there thinking I was going to have no C-section, but I did. So after that, I went in there with her. They had like put me on a different bed. And I guess like I was all stitched up, taped up, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so they transferred me to a different bed, and then they brought me over in the room where she was at, and they was like still checking her vitals, whatever. And then the lactation lady, she came in there to so we can like do breastfeeding or whatever, skin to skin, stuff like that. So I was just looking at her. I was just like, oh my god, you so pretty. Like, I was just so in shock, because it's like, dang, you was living with me for 9 months and now you here for real. Like, that's crazy. But I had I was happy. Like, afterwards, I'm gonna put a video right here. Afterwards, I had got in the recovery room or whatever. I was fine. I didn't feel no pain really until later on that day, around like in the morning time. Woo. Y'all, I feel like the recovery is the hard part, honestly. Like, the recovery is harder than even getting a C-section, even giving birth. Like, you know what I'm saying? The recovery, it just hurts so bad because like they done cut you open and move your organs and all this other stuff, and you gotta like, they sit there and they press on your stomach. Y'all, we was in the recovery room for an hour, and then they took us upstairs to mom and baby, and that's the room we stayed in until we left. But mind y'all, I was only there for a day after my C-section. I came in there Monday night. I was there Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday I left. Because Thursday was Thanksgiving. So I was like, I want to go home, I'm tired of being here, whatever. They told me that they could let me go if everything looked okay, if she wasn't jaundiced, stuff like that. And she wasn't. So she was healthy, I was healthy. I was happy, she was happy. And we was ready to go home, so we went home. So yeah, I hope I didn't leave out nothing, y'all. I'm sorry if this video like all over the place, because I'm trying to like think and say how it went at the same time, because so much it went on that day, and I was just like over it, honestly. I didn't know I was gonna have no C-section, y'all. Like, that was one thing I did not want to do. That was one thing I was just like, I hope I don't have to do that. I really do. And I ended up having one. So it's like, you never know everybody different. Like, you never know what to expect until you really go through it. And you just be like, for real? Oh, really? That's how you feel? I'm just like, just happy that she was healthy and she made it safe, because Lord knows I was scared, and I'm just so happy that God watched over us the whole time I was going through that process, because, sweetie, that is something that it hurts so bad. Y'all, like, it's so scary. That's so scary. Like, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys next time. Peace.